Hey y'all, we out here at the 2015 ICAST show with Edwin Eavers at the Mega Bass booth. He got a couple lures he wanted to present to you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
That's the exciting thing at ICAST is seeing all the new things that are coming out. Mega Bass this year came out with some really neat stuff that I'm really excited about. This is the iJack. It's a topwater bait, a waking bait that's got a single rattle in it. You can see that rattle is on a paddle, and it's balanced so perfectly. Just the slightest roll of that's going to make a perfect noise. And wake bait's one of my most favorite baits to throw, and it's going to be a great bait. In the Midwest, especially like Table Rock, Lake Ozarks, Grand, those places. And just another bait. So much of the country is so keyed into, throwing like a 1.5 or just basically the smaller baits. To me, I always tend to go to bigger baits. So I'm really excited about this grenade. It's just a big square bill. There's not a lot of the people that I'm fishing behind going down a bank don't throw something this big, but it's really not that big to a bass. And, they eat bluegill and shad that size all the time. It's just a great, hard wobbling bait. It's got a lot of buoyancy to it. Weighs a little over an ounce and a half. And it's with all the Mega Bass baits, the finishes. How can you not have a lot of confidence throwing one of their baits when what they put on the sides looks identical to what, bluegill look like or shad look like? They just have the best finish of anything out there. And again, last year at ICAST, we had the 1.2 and the 1.5. Now they came out with the 2.0. It's just a bigger square bill. Again, I love bigger square bills. And what's different about this square bill, everybody out here at ICAST has got square bills. This, I can remember early in my career, I was always buying, balsa bees off eBay, for 75 bucks, trying to find one that would hunt coming through the water. And what I'm talking about hunting is when you reel that thing on a straight retrieve, it's always hunting for center, And Mega Bass was able to develop one that did that. You can see it's got a knife edge right there on the front, so it's just, the water just really forces it one side or the other, and it's got this dimple and then the hook hanger on top. All three of those things are patented, and the combination of them cause that bait to have that hunting action coming through the water. It's just a really phenomenal bait. This is kind of a neat bait. It's called the Ealer, and it's just a subsurface, imitating like an eel that you'll see, or lampreys you'll see on a lot of fish. I think it's going to be a bait that's going to be really good down at Okeechobee or in swamps down in Louisiana. And then this, it just looks like the regular old, vibrating bait, like a rattle trap or something. But what separates this thing suspends. So it's going to be a bait that I can throw over shallow grass. I see a hole, stop it, sit it right there in that hole, continue my retrieve, but it suspends. So that's going to be really, really neat. A bait that I'm going to have in my arsenal. But
that sounds pretty cool. That's the pleasure of being here, guys. You see all the new baits. These guys work real hard to get us these get these baits in front of us, and we appreciate it. I stress a lot at Bass Pro Shop about, big presentations. A lot of guys don't throw it. They think it's too big, but I actually took a guy to a tank and showed him, like, look at that crappie, look at that bluegill, the same size of this crankbait, if not smaller,
Right.
The crankbait's smaller.
Right.
But speaking of Bass Pro Shop, this guy was at Bass Pro Shop with us the other day. He joined us. We had a great time. I spent half my day here with this guy, and we talked. Great information was given to
great
basically.
Store. It's a store I'm going to have to bring my kids back to, because you're lucky to work there. Because, buddy, anywhere you look, you can sit there and study a bass.
Yes, sir.
I was watching a gar corner, a bluegill in the corner. I was watching the sand bass herd fish. I mean, you're in an environment there where you can watch our quarry all day long. It's really cool.
And it was pretty cool because they put smallmouth. They didn't have smallmouth in their weeks before you came. They didn't have smallmouth, but they put smallmouth in there. We was actually able to see the strikes of smallmouth, and it was pretty neat. But
7-foot sturgeon swimming around, big old paddlefish. It's a cool place.
Great man, good Christian guy, and he talked to me, gave me great information, and I just appreciate it and want to say thank you.
Oh yeah, enjoyed it.
Enjoyed you.
Thanks for all your
hospitality. Guys, the Bass Assassin TV. Stay tuned.